built for tragedies, having warm for the evening. No umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your weekends. I'm not interested or want to form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you mourn my achievements. One screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who's to blame if I cultivated a movement? Stupid claims I'm a lunatic and I'm clueless, but you'll rule the day when I'm doing this for amusement. Preparation means opportunity, yes. Being great is ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery, this a test.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. Tonight it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the New Orleans Saints. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 16 more on that one and another first down. He'll look to throw. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back first down pickups.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. You look at the Saints defense. They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. Chandler going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. Here's Chandler again, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now a handoff to Chandler.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Ty Chandler, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
The throw over the middle, taken in.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
The Saints at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. They'll look to throw here on first down.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And now an audible here into something else.
On second down, Kamara. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
This defense for the Vikings, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Groupie able to add the PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They run it with Chandler. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Ty Chandler with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Now a play fake here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. He'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Kamara up the middle. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
This 2nd and 4. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He completes it to Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The point after, good by Groupie. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction? When you're running the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available and incompletion as a result.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run it again with Kamara. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second and 9 now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. The Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Back to throw now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Chandler. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Joseph's got it, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. But that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pick.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. He'll look to throw. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Joseph now to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Saints. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Group being able to add the PAT, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now he's loose at the 40. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example when defensive coaches constantly preach not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. Now Chandler.
And he's got room.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 124 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. Here's Chandler. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They'll run on 1st down. Chandler. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 14.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Here's a give up the middle.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And they'll run again.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Ty Chandler
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. Down the left sideline and all the way down to the 41-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Perry on the move to the right. They'll set up to throw.
He gets it complete to A.T. Perry.
A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. And the Vikings will take over possession here up at the 44.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chandler, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
171 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
On 1st down, Chandler.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. They'll run on 1st down. It's Chandler, and for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Up the middle they go. Chandler, and he'll go down at the 28.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. That one goes for 8 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. Let's see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. In primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm in the Mac.